Hello and welcome to CFL Miles Draft League Season 3, Week 3, Game 8. End of Week 3, pretty much here. This match is between Juge on the left, coach of the Roraima Raichus, and Actius, coach of the Elite Baby Squad Alpha on the right. Mega Pokemon in this match. Mega Scizor for Juge and Mega Gyarados for Actius, Z Pokemon for Actius, or Z any Poliwrath, and Z Attack Armaldo. No Z Pokemon for Actius this game. Z Attack Moltres, Z any Mamoswine for Juge. Both Z Pokemon are this game. No Megas. That's pretty much the main thing to know coming in for those extra abilities. Now all you need to know are the 6 on each side. Now, first impressions. Zapdos looks quite annoying, to be completely honest. Volt Switch, like, an offensive Zap looks really, really, really good this matchup. Volt Switch pretty much destroys a lot of things, and what it doesn't destroy are things to it KO'd by Hurricane and Heat Wave. AV Mamo also quite good, though a lot of the Pokemon on Actius' team are well equipped to deal with that, though water damage obviously is blocked by Volcanion. So there is actually a lot to watch out for here, because that core could just keep Volcanion intact by virtue of Mamo being weak to water, and a lot of Actius, like 2 of Actius' Pokemon needing to rely on water moves to kill it. Draco Meteor is a really nice catch-all. There's no Fairy, no Steel. So Kingdra's pretty scary. And Politoed, yeah, Politoed's pretty meh. Just sets Rain, really, so Hurricane doesn't miss and sets Rain for Kingdra. On the other hand, if Breloom can sleep Jirachi or Zapdos, Actius' game plan kind of has a lot harder time breaking through a lot of the team, because Jirachi needs to give momentum to Actius to really get Zapdos or Kingdra going. And if Breloom can put that to sleep, Breloom obviously becomes a lot more dangerous, as it can kind of just sub up and then start sub-stalling the whole team. And Zapdos is pressured a lot, and especially if Zapdos gets spored, Breloom becomes an even bigger threat, because then pretty much nothing save for any super effective damage on Actius' team is threatening to kill. So there's an interesting dynamic there. That's really all I have to say coming in, is like Breloom, Mamo, and Volcanion versus Zapdos, Kingdra, Jirachi is kind of what I see. Obviously, the grass neutral for a lot of the team is pretty tough dealing with Bellossom, but Bellossom is pretty mediocre in general, so I don't really see it becoming a huge problem unless it gets like +4 special defense, but I don't see Juge letting that happen. In comes Skuntank versus Wigglytuff. Easy poison move or toxic works as well. Pretty much puts Wigglytuff into a lower state of like function. In comes Volcanion on Proleace. Follow up Dazzling Gleam. Now Wigglytuff is probably gonna have to hard switch out here to ensure its safety. In comes Politoed. This is a pretty opportune moment. Steam Eruption does passable amount of damage, not leftovers on Politoed. So yeah, Steam Eruption's going to do some consistently high damage. Toxic's going to hit into Volcanion. 2 toxic Pokemon that can... Well, Volcanion can't really deal with being toxic unless Licky Licky's Heal Bell, which is definitely possible. Steam Eruption burns Kingdra. Reference to CFL Miles 2, Burger Kingdra. But yeah, in comes Licky Licky with Cloud9 shut off the rain on Kingdra. Kingdra's kind of struggling here. Rain is running low. Rain comes back up. Wish from Licky Licky. Unless Politoed is rest, there's going to be a lot of issues here. But it is rest, so it's not in a terrible position. Grand is toxic, so it's going to keep getting whittled down even if it starts hitting into Politoed. Cloud9 procs back up. A double into Wigglytuff here. Will we see another Tox? No, we'll see a double Wish. Both parties choose to wish. Protect on the knock. Good call. Though Wigglytuff is at the disadvantage here. Definitely on the back foot. In comes Zapdos. Knockoff hits. Static procs. Sharp Beak is removed. Discharge does a negligible 24% on the full para. Leftovers is going to reduce that to 17. Not even a 5-hit KO. Wish again. In comes Skuntank. Meteor Mash does a lot. Does not quite knock out Penicillin, which is pretty dangerous. In comes Politoed to kind of soak whatever Penicillin goes for. Sucker Punch fails. That would have been devastating for Jirachi. In comes Breloom. Probably going to take advantage of the sleeping Politoed in front of it. Let's see. What's Breloom going to go for? Double into Mamoswine. This is a really good spot, though if Icicle Crash fails to kill, 43% not quite enough, but a flinch it is. Really bad flinch there. Down goes Bellossom. Bellossom was probably either going to go for a Strength Sap or a Giga Drain. I reckon it would have been a Strength Sap. Focus Sash procs. Earthquake knocks out Burger. Mamoswine is going wild right now. In comes Jirachi, probably just going to U-turn. Free momentum or a free kill. Yep, out comes U-turn. This is a free hit for Zapdos on any one of Juju's Pokemon. None of them really want to take a huge Hurricane. Discharge is going to fail on Mamo, obviously. Ice Shard is going to punch Zapdos pretty hard. So in comes Jirachi, probably going to U-turn again. Down goes Melon. Did not want to give up any more momentum to the Zap. That would have been really bad because free Hurricanes against the chipped Licky Licky. Well, that's only 11%. I probably would have done like 30 or so. But I rest my case. Licky Licky full para. Up to 95. In comes Jirachi on the Wish. And baby is back to full health. Actius goes hard for a Meteor Mash. That's a 2-hit KO, especially with that power boost. Knockoff's going to remove that Choice Scarf, or Choice Band. But with that attack boost, that's a clean 2-hit KO. In comes Skuntank, presumably on that Meteor Mash. Yep, down goes Skuntank. Aftermath and Rocky Helmet are going to really hurt Jirachi. Jirachi is facing down Volcanion now. Thunder Punch does not quite KO, only a 54%. Steam Eruption is going to finish off Jirachi. Volt Switches are pretty free from this position. Zapdos can probably just click Volt Switch and do a lot. Nope, Discharge comes off. Down goes Volcanion. The rest of the team is at 100% though. In comes Lan. Hurricane connects, 31%. If Licky Licky was knocked off, this game would be a lot harder for Juge because these leftovers are really, really keeping Licky Licky from having to keep going for Wish. Well, it's still just going for a lot of wishes anyways, but Roost comes off, probably on a knock or whatever. Full para. Wish comes true, and Licky Licky's back to full. I think Zapdos will switch. Yep, in comes Politoed. Rain is blocked by Cloud9. It does continue to fall, just not here. In comes Breloom on the full sleep. Now, Politoed can't really afford to switch, but I guess it will anyways. Sub goes off. Hurricane's going to break the sub pretty easily. Sub is going to probably just stall this out. Hurricane breaks the sub a third time. Breloom clearly doesn't care. Focus Punch. Down goes the Roost. No longer flying type. Focus Punch into Toxic will definitely finish off Zapdos here. Yep, down goes Zapdos. It's fainted. With sub up for Breloom. Breloom is looking poised to really do some damage here. Politoed wakes up, breaks sub with Ice Beam. And Seed Bomb does 83 whole %. Now, we haven't seen the last move on Breloom. Breloom could also just tank that Ice Beam like a champion, not worry about freeze. Seed Bomb pops Politoed. Now, we'll probably see some more sub spam by Breloom just because this is toxic. It's pretty easy to fall into range now. Yep, another sub. Dazzling Gleam procs. Poison Heal goes off. Licky Licky comes in. Dazzling Gleam not going to quite kill. And finally, Wigglytuff is going to go down to knock off. And that is game. Turn 47. I think Actius is going to have all the longest games this season. But, yeah. Good games. See you guys in the next one.